Hi everyone. So previously we saw the string library functions in C. So today we are going to start with the structure in C. So what is a structure? So structure is basically putting linked things under one entity name. Just like under personal information, what can be written as is the name, age, and the gender. So these three things can be written under one entity called as personal information or simply information. So structure is basically the orientation of organizing different things under one name which are linked to each other. So let's get started. So today's is structure in C. So again, hash include stdio.h. Now you have to define structure before the start of the main function. You must keep it in mind that before the start of your main function, the structure that you are going to create must be defined. So how we define is with the keyword struct, and then we have the name of the structure. So right now I'm going to name it as info, and then we simply do is the curly braces. Now within the structure, what we are going to define is we are going to define the string called as name, because we are going to put names in that. So I'm going to name it as 50, and we will be needing a character for gender, so I'll get it as gender. So that's it. We define one string called name and a character called as gender. And again, for age, I'll be requiring integer, and I'll name it as age. So this is the structure named as information, under which I am characterizing name, gender, and age. At the end of the structure, you have to put a semicolon over here, and then you write your main function. And inside the main function, again, first of all, you have to define structure. So the name of the structure was info, so info. And here I'm going to create the ID's name, so I'm going to make it as ID array of say n numbers. So this n, I'm going to take it from the user. So this is, so why I put it as I'm taking the array length from the user. You can even put it here as 3 or anything like. So that's it. Otherwise we will make it as 4, say 3 over here. For we'll put a 3 numbers person's information. So then again here we will write here as int I. That's what we'll be needing, and that thing. So again, so we will start here writing, say enter the information, right? So printf. Now here I'm going to write as enter the information. From here I will start a for loop for 3 numbers. So for I equals to 0, I less than 3, and then I plus plus. So now here I'm going to first take it as the name. So I'll write over here as scanf percentage so scanf percentage, and here I'm going to store it like, so I have created an ID array. So ID of I dot name. So again, so you have to store it like this. Now this is a string, that's why I didn't really ampersand operator, that is and symbol. So this is how you store a name in a structure, and then after %s it is done. And then again I will have a scanf for say age. So I'm going to have, first of all I'll write over here as gender, so %c and then comma and of id of I dot gender, and then again one scanf for age, so %d comma and id of I dot age. So this is how I'm storing the data in the structure in an organized manner, like first the name, then the gender, and then the age. Now from here I will write here again one printf statement, the entered information is as follows. So here I'm going to write one backslash of n, and then again here backslash of n. Again I will run a for loop, so for I equals to 0, I less than 3, and then I plus plus. So now I have to write here as printf. So here first of all I will write here as %s for name, and I will make it here as name %s space %s, then backslash of n, then I will write over here as gender, so gender and %c, then again backslash of n, and then it's going to be age, so %b, and then after that I'm putting 2 times backslash of n. And then I will write it in order, so %s first, so I will have to write here id of I dot name, then id of I dot gender, then id of I dot age. So this is the printf statement I am following it as, and yes, that is it. So let's give the input and check the code. So I think it's, yeah, pretty much okay. Enter the information, okay. Now let's give the input. So my first name is going to be Seb, and its gender is M, age I'm putting is 33, and my second input will be Charles. His age I'm putting is 25. Oh, first of all I have to write gender, so again, yeah, male, then gender as 25, and again I'm going to put this as Lewis, again male, age something like 34. Okay, done. So these are my inputs. Okay, and let's run it. So you can see the output as name is SIP, gender 33 Charles, gender. Okay, so here what happened is um I'll make over here something change. So remember, name, age is giving me 32, 76 for male, gender 33 Charles. So the problem here is arising because of the person C over here. So I'm going to make it as cut, and then here again paste. So I have to make here certain changes. So first of all Seb, and then I'm giving 32, and then I'm giving it male, and then again I'm writing like, say now Charles, then 25, again male, then Louis, so he's 34, and again male. So I have changed somewhat of orientation of the inputs, and then okay, let's run it. So you can see Seb, age is 32, that's correct. So let's remove here the gender, because it's creating a problem over here. So I'm not giving a gender, so simply I'm going to put it as just the name and age. So I'm removing the gender entity, the gender thing from the information. So it's just going to be no gender over here. So that's it. So this is my other input. Let's run it. So now you can see clearly that it is working properly. So name is Seb, age is 32, another Charles 25, and Louis 34. So this is how the structure works. Now the problem was arising because of the %C, because I was using the string as well as character in a compiler which is not able to handle everything. The decoder is not able to handle it properly because it's made for to work on a mobile application, not on the PC application. So if you try these codes, if you try the codes in the desktop or PC or laptop, it will surely work. Now the compiler here is not able to differentiate between the string. It's still considering the complete string, and that is why it's giving me the error. So anyways, so I hope now you have understand the structure, and that problem which was coming out, it is sorted. So this is how the structure works in C. So thank you.